All right, very good. Thank you all for coming and welcome to the Wareham Zoning Board of Appeal for Town of Wareham. It is Wednesday, December 10, and it's 6:34 p.m. We at the room 520 at the Multi-Service Center, Wareham, Mass, 48 Marion Road. We also on Zoom. The passcode is 908796. Whoever likes to attend. I'm going to call the meeting to order. I make a roll call. My far left, Mr. Christopher Conti, Mr. Richard Semple. My far right, Mr. Troy Lawson, and our clerk, Jim Akabachi. Myself, the chair, Nazi Akalasi, also present. Our town planner, Mr. Josh Flaherty, and Assistant Planning Department, Ms. Sonia Raposo. We're gonna start quick with the minutes of 10/22/25.
They've been reviewed and approved, in spirit, so I make a motion to approve as presented.
Second. Second by Jim. Any discussion? Here none. All in favor say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jim?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Rich?
Aye.
And myself, Nazi, aye. It carries. Okay, we go back. We go to the continued public hearing for 31-25 West Street Estates LLC, the comprehensive permit for 4 West Street.
The request that continues.
Right, do we have, they requested a continuous until January 28, 2026. Anyone here for the Amara? Anyone here for West Street?
West Street, anybody here for West Street?
All right,
Can't
very
see them
good.
over the hall, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so next time, it's, can we get a motion, continue it?
So moved.
Got a motion by Jim to continue. Do you have a second? Second by Troy. All in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jim?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Rich?
Aye.
And myself, Nazi, aye. It's continued until
January 28th.
January.
Second meeting in January.
Yeah. Okay. 19-24, RJ Morrow, Inc., 21 Glen Charlie Road. Who's here for that?
Mr. Motto looks like
Ah.
he's here.
And Brad? It's Phil here?
I think he's on Zoom.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Online.
Okay, very well. I guess you submitted an as-built?
Yes, for the record, Brad Bertola with JC Engineering.
Yeah.
On behalf of Russell Motto.
Yeah.
Russell Motto.
I did speak with Phil today, and he did issue a letter. I'm not sure if it's in your files. It was dated November 7th. And basically states that he has reviewed the drainage and the pavement and the roadway, and recommends at the board's discretion that the project can be released for certificates of occupancy on the project. Obviously pending building department, but
Right.
Is that a copy of that letter?
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Josh, you aware of this? Is everything in order?
Yes,
Not
sir.
one?
That's correct, yep.
Nothing holding, nothing undone, everything's good?
No, everything looked good.
Anyone here for this matter? I hear none. Troy, you have a question?
I do not.
Jim,
Nope.
you good? And, Chris,
I'm all set?
you good? Rich?
Yep, I'm good.
And I'm good. Okay, so,
Move to approve as per the as-built plan.
all right, move to approve. And we could go for sign-offs from the building departments. Okay, do I have a second on Jim's motion?
I second.
Second for Chris, Rich? Who seconded that?
I did.
Richard. All in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jim?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Rich?
Aye.
And myself, aye. It carries. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
You skipped,
What did I skip?
intentionally?
The smoothie.
39-23,
We skipped that.
number 2.
Okay, sorry about that.
No problem.
All right, 39-23, Wareham Cranberry Highway LLC, Tropical Smoothie, 3020 Cranberry Highway. Who's here with this matter? Okay,
Good evening, Karen Furr, owner and operator of Tropical Smoothie Cafe, 3020 Cranberry Highway.
okay.
We're here just to get the clearance for zoning for the parking lot.
For everything, not just a parking lot, the whole package,
Well, the building department already signed off on the building.
right? Why you sign off on building code, not on the zoning? On
Correct.
building code, you're in compliance.
Correct.
Now, who's your contractor? Who did the whole
Contractor's
job?
gone. He's done. When he signed off with the building department, he left the premises,
Who handled the outside work? Who did
myself and the paver
yourself
and
and
the excavator, correct.
Now, did you see there's conditions on that recorded zoning decision? Then you had to follow up the conditions? Did you read it? Did you buy the property?
I did.
You bought it approved from a person with the
I bought it
approval?
after it was approved. It took the board 9 months to approve the drive-through.
Right.
Correct.
Now, did you, there's conditions on that, on the
Correct.
approval?
Yep.
Did you follow those conditions?
We did.
Well, according to their town consulting, it's not.
The only thing that wasn't followed was the plantings, because it was October, November, and December. So the plantings that were required were not able to be planted in those months.
But there's other things, I don't have it in front of me. Did somebody read the
I could-
Jim's? I mean,
I remember reading it, I remember that there was some, my recollection is that there was a requirement of some form of a planting box or a,
It was the plantings, correct.
and
There
so
was
is that
also
area been
curbing.
created?
Curbing, which on the plans that you have, on page 4, it says, existing curb to remain, repair is needed," which was done.
Jim.
all right, it's Phil, All right, that's okay. Okay, I get it. All right, we have Mr. Cudero from Allen Major. Philip, can you just state your name and,
Yep, of course. For the record, Phil Cordero from Allen and Major Associates. What I note in my final letter is there were a few conditions of the approval from the board that weren't followed. So the first one that you just mentioned was there was a requirement to replace some of the curbing on site, and none of that was done. If the board remembers, we had talked about it in great detail because the original plans had it noted as, to replace if needed. And we went through the detail to say where we would replace curbing, not leave it up to a contractor to their discretion. But ultimately, none of it got replaced. And then I would go further to say there were 2 landscaped islands with curbing that was supposed to be installed, and none of that got installed either, on either side of the premises. And then just to take it one step further, we were never notified of any construction here on the site, so the contractor never called, reached out for any inspections at all. So we fear that's part of the reason why some of these elements got missed, and that this owner is now in asking for the final sign-off, and there are some elements that just simply weren't completed, in addition to the landscaping that the applicant noted in front of you.
So I guess my question would be, when it takes 9 months to get a site approved for...
that's irrelevant. Irrelevant how long it takes to get
Well,
approved.
it's irrelevant, but with all due respect, when there's no guideline of knowing what we're supposed to do when we get an approval to do construction, then we just start it and do it. As a matter of fact, the water department went there, and they were actually very nice, and were able to help the contractor do some piping because of the new piping on Route 6. So we've done that. We did many more things to that site that weren't called for, that,
I'm sure you did, but there's a plan. When it's approved, there's condition written. If you said you the contractor who ran the show on the site, you should understand these things. There's item by item. Now, you could keep some good curbing, you could waive the the islands, but these were required that you come before us and get a waiver on them. You can't just decide to
Well,
waive
we're
them.
not going against anything that you need to be done, but what the
You
plans
just
that
had-
we showed, we did everything that we thought was on the plans, except for the planting. There was definitely some curbing that was replaced, and we can bring pictures of that.
Okay, but there's some islands not installed, as our town
Then
consultant
I
said.
would like to see where the islands were supposed to be, because we put additional islands in there.
Well, that's something you're gonna have to contact town engineer when you leave this week.
That's fine.
And go over what's you did and you didn't do, and also the periodic inspection during construction. Now, I believe you ripped the pavement, you did a binder. Now, the subgrade, the binder, all these things went, according to our town consultant, and we don't have anything in writing from him, because he usually, when you call him for inspection, he sends us letters with pictures, which, like, on the inspection during the process,
Well,
which
he
we did.
actually emailed me because of the fact that apparently he had the old person that had the building that I purchased.
Yeah.
He was emailing them. So in turn, they emailed me at the drop of, like, literally 2 months before. So again, maybe there were some mistakes made, but me as the new owner, with the town not contacting me,
This-
I had no idea.
This is not the town's job. It's your job, or you contractor, to contact the town and follow up. This is not the town's job.
So even if the building department was going there throughout the process,
The
they-
building department for building code has nothing to do with zoning. It's like making sure the steps are good, the lights are good, the doors open right. That's what the building department there for.
well, again, I feel like honestly that there was no process in place. Every time I called the town hall, every time I emailed, I never got responses either.
I don't know what to tell you, but,
Well, that's.
with they, or Mr. Cordero comes, you're not the only project in town, but he responds to every.
Never said I was, sir, with all due respect.
That's okay. That's perfectly fine. So, do you have any comment, Toy?
I don't.
Jimmy?
Yeah, with all due respect, you bought a property. When you buy the property, you buy everything that goes with the property. If there's an open permit, if there's an open application with the ZBA, if there's an open with the building department, you bought those responsibilities. They weren't sold to the town of Wareham. They were sold to you. So saying that you called, I happen to know that the person that coordinates our department is very receptive. So if you made calls, you sent emails, you're not bringing that in front of us and saying, I called on this day, and this day. You're just telling me things that I'm not willing to believe, with all due respect. Because there's a thing called due diligence. You bought a property and you had due diligence. And it was your diligence that made the thing take so long, or your lack thereof. So I'm a little bit offended by the way you approached this board, myself, and this project. I drove by it and saw it sitting there for months in and months out with no progress, just as well as anybody else. And it wasn't because I stopped the project. It wasn't because I was dragging my feet. Anytime you came in front of this board, we gave you an answer.
I've never been in front of this board.
The previous
Thank you,
owner.
thank you.
he-
You make my point. I'm done. Go ahead.
Well, he meant the previous owners. When you inherit or buy a property, your attorney should have told you there's an open permit with the ZBA recorded at the registry of deed, and you have to follow it.
I agree, the attorney should have told me that, I
Correct.
agree 100%.
Okay.
But
All right.
again, as Phil can probably attest to this, when he sent me the email, I was right on it. I didn't lack any time, and as far as the building sitting there, I hired contractors to do the building. Many things went into that. I'm the one paying the mortgage and paying contractors. So to say, with all due respect, that we dragged our feet is an absolute nightmare. I was paying $15,000 for a mortgage every month. So to sit there and say that I dragged my feet isn't really not fair to me. because that building was done in September. We
Look,
didn't
ma'am.
find out until October from George that we then had to go to ZBA again. Was not aware of that. Is that my fault? Sure, I'll take 100% of responsibility
All right.
that I should have done more than that.
That was my point.
But Sonia
That was
and
my
George
point.
can
As long as you
attest
got my point, I'm
that I
happy.
have emailed and I have come to this town hall, am I not right, Sonia? Asking and begging as to what I could do to get this business open. So please don't disrespect me and
No,
say
but
that I
ma'am,
sat there and did nothing.
Ma'am, hello. When I say stop, you gotta please stop, or I have to let you go. You'll have to leave. When I say stop, this is not gonna become arguing each other. We keep it civilized as much as we can. So when I say stop, everybody gotta stop. Because I run the show here and you have to listen, unfortunately. Are you a contractor? Site contract? Okay. That's one of the problems. Because if you're a site contractor, you would understand the procedure. We're not gonna argue about it. We're gonna give you a chance to go out and sit down with Mr. Flattery and the town engineer, and they'll give you like a list what you have to do and come back before us. What you did or didn't do, it's not gonna help. There's things, like I said, we could waive if possible, things we can't, and it needs to be rectified. Regarding your temporary CO, that's something you have to take up with the commissioner. If he wish to extend it to you, good for you. If he doesn't, we can't enforce him to extend it to you. Okay? So when do you like to come back here? Before I go, I gotta ask the rest of the board. Chris, do you have a question?
I don't have a question. I just want to comment that I'm happy to see work being done on it. I'm thinking the place is looking good, and.
It's complete, sir, we're
and
open.
I'm-
Thank
and
you
I'm
for
glad
that.
you're temporarily open.
Thank you.
Richard?
Oh, I'm good.
And it does look great, by the way, I'm not
Thank
saying
you.
it. Okay, so that being said, anyone here for this matter? I hear none. When would you like to come back to go out and get on the ball and,
I would like to come back for the next meeting. I will email Phil and see what is left to be done.
okay. So, January 14, does that sounds good?
That's fine.
Okay, January 14, can we get a motion to continue that?
So moved.
We have a motion by Mr. Akabachi to continue 39-23-302 or Cranberry Highway till January 14. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Chris, all in favor, say aye. Troy? Aye. Jim?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Rich? Aye. And myself, aye. We see you then.
Thank you.
Okay, you ready to go right into the public?
Yes, we're gonna go first public hearing, 32-25, Schoolhouse Rocks LLC, site plan review, 1073 Main Street. We got a long night, so everybody gotta bear with us. We got like 8 public hearings, so we'll try to go as fast as we can in this matter, make it minimal pain for you
Zoning
guys.
Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on December 10th, 2025, at 6:30 PM in room 520 of the Wareham Multi-Service Center, 48 Marion Road, Wareham, Mass. 02571, to consider petition number 32-25 for a site plan review from the requirements of Article 15 under the Wareham zoning bylaws to Schoolhouse Rocks LLC of 1073 Main Street, Wareham, Mass., proposing to convert an existing building to 6 two-bedroom and 1 one-bedroom condominium units located at 1073 Main Street, Wareham, Mass. This project appears on Assessors Map 100, Lot 1017, in the MR30 zoning district.
All right, Counselor, go ahead. Name and address for the record for everybody, and let's hear it.
Patricia McCardle, 45 Main Street, Mattapoisett, Mass. I am here on behalf of Schoolhouse Rocks, which owns 1073 Main Street, West Wareham, as you stated, also known as the West Wareham School. We were in front of this board back in September 23, seeking a special permit to convert that building to 7 units. We were keeping within the footprint of the original school, which has been there since 1914. No additions, no additional buildings, same footprint. This board had voted to approve that conversion to 7 units, so long as we didn't have one unit smaller than 650 square feet, excluding closets and bathrooms, and subject to a site plan review. So that is why we're here today, is for the site plan review. Like I said, the site plan was actually developed back in 1914. We are not developing it. It's had no problems that we know of in the past 100 years or so, no pooling of water, drainage, et cetera. We're not changing anything on that exterior. There is currently a matured tree buffer that goes around the property, with the exception of the front, which has a nice retaining wall. We have ample parking, more than we need, which Brian from GAF will speak about in a moment. Fire department, plenty of room to maneuver. We're simply upgrading the septic system and adding the required exterior lighting that the town requires, and removing some of the asphalt and putting in some more green. So basically, we're enhancing it, but it's a very simple site plan because it's been in existence for a really long time. So with that, I will hand it off to Brian Grady of GAF.
All right, Mr. Grady, name and address for the record.
Brian Grady, GAF Engineering, 266 Main Street. So you have before you the site plan we've prepared in conformance with your requirement for the pre-approval. As Patty stated, this is a redevelopment of the old West Wareham School. So there's the building footprint, there's a paving footprint, there's associated lawn areas, play areas for what used to be for the children. So there'll be very little impact to the existing natural buffer. The only place that's going to occur will be the driveway entrance. So we're replacing and widening the driveway entrance to get it a little wider and get it in conformance. There'll be a little bit of clearing associated with the widening of that driveway. The rest of it will be working inside the footprint of all that natural vegetation. So, as Patty stated, there's 7 units, which require 2 parking spaces per unit, which is 14. We're providing 19 spaces. The back, you'll see there's 3 rows of 6 spaces, and we're providing 1 handicap space. There's a handicap unit proposed in the basement. So just coming in on the right, there'll be that handicap space with a ramp going down to that unit in the basement. And as part of this, we are upgrading stormwater. There is currently really no stormwater management on site, but we've designed stormwater management in compliance with Massachusetts Stormwater Management Guidelines. The roof runoff will go directly to roof leaders, directly to the infiltration chambers, and the parking lot will go into water quality basin, catch basins, which will then go to the infiltration basins. And we have a couple of basins proposed about 40 feet from the edge of the pavement at Main Street, which will capture the runoff going down the driveway, treat it, and send those into infiltration galleries as well. And we will be upgrading the sewage disposal system to conform for the 7 units, and there'll be a nitrogen reduction component as part of that, which will be approved by the Board of Health. We have been before Conservation with an RDA. They've issued a negative determination on the project, and we'll be updating and providing new lighting and new landscaping. And we are providing a fire truck turnaround, access and a turnaround, as you'll see, on-site dumpster. And I know you're all familiar with the plan somewhat, so if we can respond to any questions.
Right. We had granted, I guess, for the number of units of variance back in August, right? Or September?
September.
Right. And you fell in that law, the 2-year extension, the automatic extension, and you get I guess Mr. Devaney's got an extension that brings you another 3-4 months. You mentioned about something, you need a variance for under 650 square feet, or you comply?
No, that was one of your requirements when we were here last. You
Right.
make sure you don't go below 650, so that
Right.
was what we took as a
Okay.
condition
So you have that.
of going forward, which we did look at.
Okay, do you have a 53G account? opened
I
yet?
don't think we've opened that at this point.
You aware, Brian?
I don't believe they have, no.
Not yet.
They need a variance for flood
Not
area
yet.
coverage too.
Those, they get that variance for FAR back then,
That we gave them.
yeah, in
And
August.
what about the special permit?
That's what they're here for, site plan.
Special permit is the site plan, okay.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go to the board questions, Troy?
None.
Jimmy?
I'm good for now.
All right, Chris?
Is there only one handicap parking space? Is that all I counted?
Just the one, yes.
Just one? Okay, thanks.
Richard?
I'm good.
All right, anyone in the audience wanna speak in favor or against this project? I see none. All right, so I guess first thing first, you're gonna open a 53G account, and we'll hear from Mr. Cordero, or you're here, and try to coordinate as much as you can this matter, so we could wrap it up next hearing.
Yep.
Does that sound good, Counselor?
So we do have to go to peer review, is what I'm hearing?
You have to over 10 spaces, because you have 14. No matter what, you have to go peer review.
I was hoping it was so simple.
No, no.
Oh, no,
It's
you
not.
get to go to the board that does this.
All right.
And you're lucky you stayed with us, you didn't have to go to a different board.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, you could ask for a waiver, a variance, but I don't think the board would grant it.
Well, I'm just going to shoot my shot. It's a pre-existing building with very simple site plan, and we request a waiver of peer review, if at all possible.
I mean, personally, you're requesting something we don't, personally, we don't give to anybody waivers on site plan, but, Shooter, what do you think?
I don't think we should.
Jimmy?
You don't,
I don't think we should waive it.
you see, you got two, you're already a loser, there's no sense going any further.
Thanks.
You wanna hear the rest?
Figured I would shoot the shot.
Yeah, no, I get you, I get you.
It doesn't hurt.
I mean, it's a good plan, I know the building well, I mean, but this is the standard and the bylaw of the town, and we can't change that.
All right.
I mean, and then we set a precedent, and everybody will be screaming.
To take the sting off it, our site plan review engineer is pretty fair.
From your mouth to God's ears and his ears, that'd be great.
From my mouth to your ears, yeah, from my mouth to his ears, yeah.
All right. Any questions before we continue?
No, I'm good.
What do you think, Councilor? Second meeting in January?
Yeah, with the holiday, I suppose that's probably the safe.
All right. So, that being said, let's get a
January 14 or January
28.
28?
28. Let's continue till 28. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Continue to January 28th, 2026, 3225.
Do you want to add anything, or we good?
No, we'll just work everything out with
Yeah.
Phil, and hopefully we'll have that all worked out when we come back
Yeah.
for that 28th meeting.
Yeah, just try to hush everything out.
Yep.
And we go from there. So we have a motion by Mr. Akabachi to continue this matter, 32-25 till January 28. Do I have a second on that?
Second.
Second by Chris. All in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye. And the piece of paper, that motto.
Chris?
Aye.
That's it. Richard, continuance?
Aye.
Jimmy?
Aye,
And myself, Nazir, aye. We'll see you on
28.
January 28. Here you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
34-25, David and Lisa Raycroft, 17 Oak Street.
I was trying to get this put away before I start reading the next one, which I did. Okay. 3425, right? Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on December 10, 2025, 6:30 PM, room 520 of the Wareham Multi-Service Center, 48 Marion Road, Wareham, Mass. 02571, to consider petition number 34-25 for a special permit from the requirements of Article 6, Table 621, under the Wareham zoning bylaws, to David S. and Lisa A. Roycroft of 12999 Creels Court, Woodbridge, Virginia, proposing a removal of an existing wood deck and constructing a new deck in the same location with the same dimensions and elevation at the property located at 17 Oak Street, Wareham, Mass. This would appear on Wareham Assessors Map 39, Lot T20.B and T21.A in the R30 zoning district.
All right, Bob, name and address.
Thank
for
you,
record.
Mr. Chairman. Bob Rogers, GAF Engineering, 266 Main Street. This requested deck reconstruction is part of a larger project. As the building commissioner's letter states, dated August 18th, a building permit was requested for a remodeling of the entire house, an addition on the front of the house, and the reconstruction of this deck. And so they applied for that building permit and received the August 18th rejection letter. And so in order to move the project forward with the house remodeling, which is ongoing, we removed any reference to this deck from the building permit application, and we proceeded to put this filing together for a special permit. So the house is currently down to its frame. Yeah, you get a nice water view right through the house from Oak Street, and that work is proceeding. So the deck is, as you know, I enumerated in the letter, and I put a couple of pictures of the deck in the application. So it's just new materials, it's the exact same dimensions, in the exact same location, and at the same elevation. The neighbor's house to the north, actually, you can see in one of the pictures, kind of towers above it. So we don't see any detriment at all to the neighborhood with this. It's basic, it's really maintenance reconstruction. However, you know, we have the building permit for the entire remodel, and there's a little cantilevered bump out that's 8 feet off of that south property line. And so if there's any issues with that structurally, you know, the deck that we're requesting is 6 feet off the north line. The cantilevered addition, which is under construction, is on the south line. So I would just ask that if the special permit is granted by the board, that it be the special permit to complete the construction within the existing setbacks with no expansion of the construction within the encroachment to the setbacks, so that if they need to change a 2x4 or something for that cantilevered, that it's included in the special permit.
To remodel it,
Correct, remodel.
not moving it, just remodel it.
Correct.
All right.
He's saying if they go to rip it off and it's rotted and they want to take it off and put a better one on, he wants it to be
I
covered.
get you.
Exact same spot, exact same size, exact same setback. Yes.
Okay.
So we're looking for a special permit for a setback encroachment.
Yes, only the sideline setbacks. Yep.
I don't see a real need to belabor this unless
No,
there's somebody from the
Let's
audience.
go by the board, quick questions.
I don't have any questions.
Jimmy, I guess no questions. Chris?
No, I'm good with the project.
Richard?
Good.
Public.
All right. Anyone on the board want to speak against or in favor of this matter? Well, apparently, it's a special permit, tear and replace. So,
Motion to close the public portion of this hearing.
do I have a second on that?
Second.
Second by Chris. All in favor, say aye. Roy?
Aye.
Richard? Sorry, Jim?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
And myself, Nazir, aye.
Motion to
closed.
grant a special permit for the setback encroachment
And the other thing you asked about,
and to act accordingly with any existing construction under the existing building permit.
right. And it's in, the north, it's in the south,
Not to,
that bump out in the southeast?
Correct, yeah, it's 8 feet off the south line.
not to expand or diminish the existing footprint, size for size.
All right, so special permit to rip the existing deck, replace it, same footprint, and if necessary, to remodel the south,
The cantilevered bump
the
out.
cantilever bumper.
Yes.
That would also include as long as you don't enlarge
What-
the bump out.
Correct.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Do I have a second on that motion?
Second.
Second by Troy. All in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Chris? Richard?
Aye.
And myself, Nazi, aye. I would add the finding that's not such substantially detrimental to the neighborhood with standard condition, and has to be built according to plans submitted by GAF Engineering dated 10/8/2025. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
Can I have those, anything that wants to, unless you're taking it home? Let's get it back in the folder here before I mix it up with the other one. That's all three of you?
There you go, that's mine.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Scott, 35-25 Scott Lonergan, special permit, 29 Howard Street. Just have a seat, sir. We'll read this into the records when we get to.
41 Christina Drive, East Bridgewater, Mass.
All right, well, we have to read it into the record, and we'll ask you the questions. Thank you.
Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on December 10, 2025, at 6:30 PM in Room 520 of the Wareham Multi-Service Center, 48 Marion Road, Wareham, Mass. 02571, to consider petition number 35-25 for a special permit from the requirements of Article 6. And table what? Article 6, I lost my place here, bear with me. And table 625, under the Wareham zoning bylaws, to Scott Lonigan of 41 Christina Drive, East Bridgewater, Mass., proposing the removal of the existing damaged detached garage measuring 10 feet by 18 feet, and constructing a new garage on the existing slab at the property, located at 29 Howard Street, Wareham, Mass. This appears on Wareham Assessors Map 50D, Lot 291, in the R30 zoning district.
All right, you stated your name and address for the record. Just let us know what you're planning to do.
Yep, so Scott Lonergan, 41 Christina Drive, East Bridgewater. What my plan is to dismantle the existing garage. It was damaged, and it's beyond repair as far as 50% of the value of the structure. I spoke to George Stewart. What he told me to do was come to this board here in order to request a special permit to rebuild on the existing slab, identical garage that's there right now.
Okay, and you do understand it has to be exactly where it is in the front with the sideline or greater. You cannot come forward more than, apparently it's a little forward than the house. It sits a little bit in the front of the house, the garage.
But again, I'm gonna build it on the existing slab that's there.
Because you cannot go any more further towards the front, then you'll need a variance.
Right, I understand that, yes.
Just to let you know, I'm sure you do, but we just like to iterate on it so that you don't have problems. Okay, question from the board, Troy?
I do not have any.
None.
Jimmy is none. Chris?
Nope, I took a ride by there, and yeah, it definitely does need to be rebuilt.
Richard?
Yep, same thing.
Does this have frost wall or no?
I don't know, that's an existing slab that was, been there since the 50s, I believe.
And he didn't make you build the full foundation?
What George told me, anything under 200 square feet won't require
Full
footings.
foundation. All right, this is under 200?
It's under, it's 180.
10 by
Alright.
18, 180.
All right, anyone in the public want to speak in favor or against this project? I hear none. Huh?
Online, anybody online?
Okay, put them on. Yes, Nadia, name and address, please.
Nadia Melm, 25 Howard Street. I live across the street from this garage, and I do want to give support to the project, and I'm happy to see it being replaced. And I'm curious, when you say you're going to use the existing footprint, are we talking about the existing height and the overhangs for all the fascias and soffits are all going to match what's there now?
Yes, they will. Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nadia. All right, very well. Any more questions?
Anybody else online?
Let's move to close.
Make a motion to close the public portion of this hearing.
For the second
Second.
one? Who second that?
This one, Richard did.
All right, all in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
Myself, Nazir, aye. It's
Make,
closed.
make a motion to approve as requested,
A motion to grant as
special
requested.
permit,
A
not
special per-
detrimental to the neighborhood,
and that's
standard,
our,
standard conditions.
okay, so this is our findings. Do I have a second on this matter or discussion on this motion?
Second.
Second by Chris. All in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
And myself, Nazir, aye. It carries. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
500.
Thank you, Scott. Good luck.
36-25, and it is Pedro Vargas, special permit or variance on 48 Sandwich Road, Wareham, Mass.
Got another one coming from Chris, that's all right, Chris, just, yeah. Wanna Get this in the folder for her. $36.25, right?
Yes.
Based on who I see sitting there, I should see a bunch of folders in here, and by golly, I do.
Black one, all yours.
The gray Lockwood folder.
You always make it easy on us, thank you, sir.
That's my goal.
Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on December 10th, 2025 at 6:30 PM in room 520 of the Wareham Multi-Service Center, 48 Marion Road, Wareham, Mass. 02571, to consider petition number 36-25 for a special permit and variance from the requirements of Article 6, Table 628, and Article 13, Sections 1350, 1351, 1352, and 1353, under the Wareham zoning bylaws, to Pedro Vargas, care of Lockwood Architects, P.O. Box 95, Lancet, Mass., proposing a second-floor addition and first-floor renovations located at 48 Sandwich Road, Wareham, Mass. This appears on Wareham Assessors Map 134, Lot F9A in the MR30 zoning district.
All right, name and address, sir.
Bill Lockwood with Lockwood Architects, and with me tonight are Pedro and Katie Vargas, the owners of the property.
All right, so what are we doing?
Okay, this project is an interesting one. Located on Sandwich Road. It's currently a landmark with a blue tarp on top. The history of the project is that we designed this project originally in 2020 for various reasons, including COVID. It was not built. They recently acquired the property from Mr. Vargas's father, and decided to go ahead with the project. However, during that intervening period, the zoning had changed. They went ahead and hired a contractor who went ahead and commenced work on the project without benefit of a building permit. And so then when we needed to get a building permit, we were informed that we had to come before the Board of Appeals. for setbacks and FAR relief. And so we are here. The,
So what are you trying to do, put a second floor on that place?
we are trying to put a second floor on that place.
And you're not encroaching more on the setback what's in there? Same
No.
footprint, you're just gonna go higher?
The setback, we're not encroaching anymore, but the new work does, of course, encroach in the setback.
The newer gonna encroach, and so how much more on the setback you encroaching?
Well, the encroachment doesn't change,
Okay.
but the work is within the setback. Some of the work is within the setback.
Right, but it's already existing non-conforming, so you're
That's
saying with
already
this...
pre-existing non-conforming, for sure.
Right, so you say, according to the commissioner, you're staying on the same footprint, you put on a second floor.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
and
it's an
now with-
intensification of use in his,
Right, and then he's saying on the FAR, you go into, you're gonna need a 2% variance for the FAR. Because the FAR is
I'll take your
30%.
math on that, yeah.
Yeah, 2.3%.
Yeah.
It's 30% allowed because you're doing second floor, you're gonna be at, and you're not existing non-conforming on that because you were conforming on that. That's why the FAR needs.
It sends us over the top.
Setback, existing conforming, non-conforming, if the board find it not so much detrimental, it'll be a special permit, if not a variance. But at the FAR, you would need a variance. That being said,
I concur.
okay, that being said, we'll start with Troy. Jimmy,
I'm good.
Chris,
I'm good with the project. I don't think it's detrimental to the neighborhood.
okay. Richard,
Well, I'm good.
anybody on the public in favor or against? I hear none. You in favor?
Yeah.
What's the gentleman name? Ah, the father, okay, thank you. All right, would you like to add anything, Bill, before we close?
No, willing to entertain any questions that the board might have, but
All right,
Are we gonna do a special permit or a variance?
we have to do a variance for the FAR and a special permit if we don't think it's so detrimental, the second floor.
So we're gonna do we need 2 votes then?
Yes,
Okay. Well, my first comment is I make a motion to close the public portion of this hearing.
good. Do I have a
Second.
Second by Rich, all in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris? Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
Myself, aye.
I make a motion to grant a variance to increase the FAR by what, 2.5%, 3%?
Yeah,
Whatever's necessary.
right, to 32.33%. All right, do I have a second on that motion?
Second.
Second by Troy, all in favor on the variance, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
And myself, Nazir, aye. The
Therefore, I
variance
make a
goes.
motion to grant a special permit for what reason I forget.
Not detrimental.
Well, we need to, if the board does the, all right, under section 1353, the board has to determine if it's substantially detrimental or not. Then we go to special permit, otherwise it's a variance.
We already did the variance.
No, a variance for the,
Talking about that, okay.
right, for the
this is for
setback.
setback, that was for.
Yeah, we
All
get
right.
that.
So I don't find it to be detrimental, so I believe a special permit is appropriate,
Okay,
and that's my motion.
so motion by Mr. Akapachi to address this matter as a special permit, not a variance, and to grant the special permit as presented by Lockwood Engineer with the plans stamped. When did you stamp these plans, Bill? Let me see if you were on 10/11/25. 10/11/25, right?
Yes.
Okay, so with these plans and with the Bremen Engineer plan stamped 10/8/25, the surveyor. Okay, do you have a second on that motion?
Second.
Second by Troy, all in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
So this motion was, it's not detrimental, right? and special
is-
permit, both of them together?
We're
Right.
moving to make it a special permit.
Aye.
And Chris is aye, Rich?
Aye.
And myself, aye. It carries.
So now
There you
so now do we have to make them a separate?
We did it
motion?
one,
We did it all in one,
yeah,
okay.
and
thank you.
finding not substantially
Okay, sometimes you
detrimental.
like to separate it.
I know, it's not a big
Okay,
one.
just making sure.
Okay, the finding not substantially detrimental to
I was
neighborhood
talking, I
patio.
wasn't listening to what I said.
Well, you said it right, so.
I was. Thank you all.
Thanks, you're
Thank you.
done. Get out of here. We've got other people to deal with.
5-0.
Thank you very much. Good luck with it.
I'm sorry. 37-25, that's David Garipi, special permit for 3 Sykes Point Road. How you doing?
I've been keeping track of have you been keeping track of these decisions? The last 2 or 3, I didn't write them down. Trying to keep moving.
You've been, I think Patty gets it, right?
Yeah, but I've been
I know Patty gets it,
I
but
guess Josh taken.
She's taking minutes,
but
and Josh
lovely Sonia also double checks for us. Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on December 10, 2025, at 6:30 PM in room 520 of the Wareham Multi-Service Center, 48 Marion Road, Wareham, Mass. 02571, to consider petition number 37-25 for a special permit from the requirements of Article 6, Table 621, under the Wareham zoning bylaws to David Garapi of 36 Tanager Road, Attleboro, Mass., proposing to convert the existing second-floor porch to a bedroom at the property located at 3 Sires Point Road, Wareham, Mass. This would appear on Assessors Map 4, Lot 11, in the R43 zoning district.
All right, so name and address for the record?
Mass?
All right, so what are you the contractor or do you
No,
own?
no, I'm the owner.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
We want to enclose a pre-existing, non-conforming second-floor deck into a bedroom, keeping the existing footprint,
Into a bathroom or bedroom?
a bedroom. And currently, it doesn't meet the required setbacks, the front and side setback.
So is it a porch that sticks out
Yep,
all by itself, standalone, or is it under the same roof as the rest of the house?
there's no roof over it, it's an open porch.
Okay. Okay, it's going over the garage.
Yep, so we're going to keep the same footprint and carry that existing roof line over. It's approximately 12 foot by 12 foot.
You're gonna make it living space, right?
Yes, correct.
And it's on municipal sewer?
Nope, it's on a septic that's rated for 4 bedrooms. Currently, the house has 3.
It's not our
Yep.
jurisdiction anyway, I just was curious. Okay. I think it's kind of cut and dry.
Let me see the commissioner. Troy, while I'm reading here, what do you think?
I don't have a problem with it.
Jimmy?
I don't have a problem. Based on the picture I just saw, picture was worth 1,000 words.
Chris?
I'm good with this project.
Richard?
Oh, I'm good with it. Fellow Attleborian, grew up on Bank Street.
I'm right off of Bank Street.
Actually, on Bank Street
The
Extension,
only
so.
thing that's confusing, the commissioner is saying residential district R130, then it says the subject is an R.
It's R43.
So it's not R130,
It's not on 130. Yeah, I don't know why you said that on the denial
It's
letter.
in an
Probably.
R40.
It is R43.
probably a typo.
Yep.
Okay.
Good eye.
Anyone in the public in favor or against this project? Anyone? I hear none. So I guess it's a straight special permit, it's not even a variance or anything. It's just a straight special permit.
I think,
For the setbacks.
so we find it not detrimental, we can't grant a special permit.
It's just a strict special permit, because he meets the setback and everything.
So
There's no variance or treating it as a special permit. According to the commissioner, we have to go with what he's
so we're
saying.
giving a special permit for what?
For-
FAR?
No?
No, for
Just
the
to close
setbacks.
it.
Just says setbacks, would need a special permit to resolve this setback.
It's a pre-existing, okay.
But usually, in a case like this, it would be a variance.
But because it's pre-existing
But,
non-conforming,
yeah, if we see it as not such detrimental, we'll
Yep.
treat it as a special permit, but if the commissioner says special permit, we're gonna go with special permit. All right, that being said, let's, do you wanna add anything before we close?
no.
All right, Jimmy, let's close.
Make a motion to close the public portion of this hearing.
Do you have a second on the motion?
Second?
Second, by Rich.
Yep.
All right, Troy,
Aye.
Jimmy,
Aye.
Chris,
Aye.
Richard,
Aye.
and myself, Nazir. It's closed. Now, the wishes on the special permit.
I'd make a motion to grant a special permit to, extend the pre-existing nonconformity up onto the second,
Okay, very well. So as presented by the
as
applicant,
presented by the applicant. Yep.
and the finding Patty is substantially not detrimental to the neighborhood, and according to plan drafted by GF Engineering and signed on 9/9/25. Do I have a second on Jim's motion?
Second.
Second by Troy. All in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
And myself, aye. Nazir? It carries. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And that was site 150.
We've said yes so many times, we have to say no to somebody.
Stop.
I see the perfect tenant, contended.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Came in late.
They were all starting, everybody on the edge of this.
All right. 38-25, Carl Cavoza Jr., variance of special permit, 110 Chatco Drive.
You're on a roll. Christmas.
Cavoza?
Okay.
Okay. One, two, three, here you go, Nas. The Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on December 10, 2025 at 6:30 PM in room 520 of the Wareham Multi-Service Center, 48 Marion Road, Wareham, Mass. 02571, to consider petition number 38-25 for a variance or a special permit from the requirements of Article 6, Table 628, and Article 13, Section 1352 and 1353, under the Wareham zoning bylaws, to Carl Cavoza Jr. of 210 Nathan Ellis Highway, East Falmouth, Mass., proposing to build a deck on the right side of the property back to match existing footprint at the property located at 110 Choctaw Drive, Wareham, Mass. This appears on Wareham Assessors Map 7, Lot 511, in the R30 zoning district.
All right, sir, name and address, please.
My name is Kyle Cavosa, 210 Nathan Ellis Highway, East Falmouth, Mass.
Okay, and what are you planning to do?
I'm replacing an existing deck. My contractor removed the deck from the house prior to having the building permit for the deck. We had a building permit for interior work in the house, and that pushed me to this board.
Yes. All right, very well, and that is, that's an existing non-conforming, and if the board feels that it's not so detrimental, we can act upon it as a special permit. We could treat it like a special permit. So we'll see how the board feels about it, under section 1352. All right,
So there was a deck there before, and you
There was a deck existing on the house, and the
guys
deck
were
was,
working inside, and they needed a breath of fresh air, so they went out and ripped your deck down.
well, the deck was in horrible shape, and guys were going in and out of the house, so they just
yeah.
took the deck off the house, because they knew we were gonna replace it.
They were probably trying to get some work for the trash company to haul the stuff away, you know?
The demolition.
All right, very well. Troy?
It's exactly where it was before. I don't really see any reason.
Yeah, it's another,
All right, Jimmy?
I'm good, I get it.
Chris?
I'm good. I went to the property, I took a look at it. It's right where those footings are, right?
Same exact spot.
Yep, I'm
Yep.
good.
Richard?
Yeah, I'm good.
And myself, I'm good. Anyone on the public want to speak or favor or against this project? Okay, I hear none. You want to add anything, sir, before we close?
No, sir.
Motion to close the public portion of this hearing.
A motion to close by Jim. Do I have a second?
Second?
Second by Chris. All in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jimmy?
All right,
Chris?
Aye.
Rich?
Aye.
And myself, Nazir, aye. It's closed. So we're gonna, if we're gonna vote, if it's not detrimental, we'll act as a special permit.
I don't
unless-
find it detrimental. I move that we grant it as a special permit.
Okay, so we have a motion to grant this matter as a special permit, not a variance, according to section
13.
1353. Do I have a second on Jim's motion?
Seconded by Troy.
Second by Troy. All in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Rich?
Aye.
And myself, Nazir, aye. So now it's a special permit. On the special permit, how the board feels?
Make a motion to grant.
Okay, we have a motion to grant the special permit and the finding not substantially detrimental to the neighborhood, and the deck to be replaced with the same exact footing that it used to be, with the plans designed by Josh Cavoni, Collins Lane, Mashpee, Mass, and it was signed for 10/1/2024, according to these plans. Do I have a second on this motion?
Second?
Chris?
Second by Chris. All in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
And myself, Nazir, aye. Carries. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a wonderful holiday.
You have a good holiday as
Merry
well, sir.
Christmas. 500. All right, we have 39-25 Earl Jacob, 6th Street.
Chewing them up, spitting them out in here today. Shooting bullets. So, this is the one we gotta say no on, huh?
That's right.
Well,
Because we have to say no.
this guy's got
I don't
an
like
attorney,
biting
and the
like
attorney said he needs some money for Christmas shopping or something.
I like the tough appeals, Jim, not the easy ones.
You like the truck appeal?
The tough appeals, not the easy ones.
Yeah, okay. You like the tough ones, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's no sense getting involved in the... Okay. Here you go. Did I read this yet? I've lost track of what I didn't I?
No.
The zoning board of appeals will hold a public hearing on December 10, 2025, at 6:30 PM in room 520 of the Wareham Multi-Service Center, 48 Marion Road, Wareham, Mass. 02571, to consider petition number 39-25 for two variances and a special permit from the requirements of Article 6, Table 622, 625, and 628, and Article 13, Section 1361, under the Wareham zoning bylaws, to Earl Jacobs, care of Peter W. Titlebaum, Esquire of 30 Oak Street, Wareham, Mass., proposing construction of an ADU using the garage on the property located at 6th Street, Wareham, Mass. This appears on Assessors Map 1, Lot 618, in the Onset Village 2 zoning district.
All right, let's hear it.
Well, it's pretty much as in my cover letter and project
Just,
description.
Counsel, just your name for the record.
Peter Titlebaum, I'm the project attorney. This is Mr. Earl Jacobs. He's come up from Florida. He's the property owner. We also have the former property owner, who's sort of the project manager, John Hollingsworth here.
Okay.
So it's a very friendly crew we have going. We're seeking a special permit and 2 variances at the direction of the building commissioner. My client seeks to put an accessory dwelling unit on the top of an existing garage. He needs relief from the building coverage max requirement under the zoning bylaws, section 622, and he needs further variance because the back of the garage is already into the 10-foot setback. He's looking to put stairs in the back of the garage, so it causes a further encroachment of the setback. So the commissioner said we needed a variance for that, and also a special permit on the
Lot area.
lot area, yeah, lot coverage. So that was the package he sent us to you with.
So there's a garage you're gonna put on top of an ADU,
Yes,
and the garage is existing non-conforming,
yes, it is.
setbacks as well.
Yes.
And,
We're going to increase the nonconformity with the new stairs that are coming off the back.
and the second floor, you're increasing the
Yes.
non-conform, okay. Also, on the FAR, you are 22%, and, okay, the existing is 16.8, and you allow 20, you want 22.2, you need a variance for that.
Correct.
So the cover, and building coverage, where's the building coverage? 23% dwelling. Existing 22, allowed, okay, the building coverage, it's 22.47, you wanna go to 2320, the coverage over there is 20, so an existing non-conforming.
Yes.
Okay, very well. That being said, we'll start with the board questions. We'll go with Troy,
I don't have any questions at this time.
Jimmy.
So, the building coverage is going from 22.47 to 23.2, very small increase in building coverage footprint.
Yes.
The FAR is going from 16%, which is under the 20, to 22.2, so 2.2% over the by right. And the third thing is what? Small lot, bluff? Oh, accessory building, setback. The setback is just an extension of it, it's a continuation of a nonconformity.
Yes.
Going up, okay, I'm good. I just wanted to be clear in my head what we were voting on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good, thank you.
Chris?
So it's gonna be an accessory dwelling. How about parking? Is there room for parking for another accessory dwelling?
The garage is set back on the property, so it won't be on-street parking, as is often the case, as we know in onset.
No, it's, yeah. Yeah, I did drive by there, I did take a look at it. My only concern was parking for the accessory dwelling, that's all. I'm good.
So
Well, what's to the left? It's a yard? If you're
Yes,
looking at,
it is, the garage is on, I guess, what you call the west side of the property. The house is in the middle, and then there's a fairly extensive lawn to the east.
okay. How wide is that? The driveway 26 feet deep and is about 22 feet wide, I would say, something like that. And you're gonna still use the garage for a car or 2 cars?
Yes.
All right. All right, anyone on the public want to speak in this matter, in favor or against?
As an abutter, I'd like to see the plan.
All right, when I come forward, please state your name and address. Just have a seat, you gotta speak. Just say
Gregory
you,
Meekins, 3 Fifth Street.
all right, and you like to see the plans, you haven't seen them?
No.
Okay, Counselor, can you show them the plans, if you don't mind?
So unfortunately, I wanted my wife to be here too to see it because, we own the property together.
Right.
But,
Are you on the north side or on the outside.
I'm on Fifth Street,
You on Sixth Street?
whichever way. that
He's
you
on
call
8th
that.
and you're on 6th?
I'm on Fifth,
You're on 5.
right.
So
This
you-
Sixth Street, is this Sixth Street?
Yeah, Sixth.
Yeah,
You behind him?
right,
You behind him. You abut the property from behind?
exactly.
Okay. Well, basically what they doing, they not changing the footprint. They're just going above the garage, and these are the plans.
Right, I don't know, exactly, I didn't see the plans at all,
All right,
that's all,
so they're right in front of you.
you know?
So what do you have for concerns?
Well, I was just concerned because it's behind me. I plan on retiring there.
Right.
And I'd want to do my own project as well.
Right.
I just was curious what it was.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was there and I never got to see these. I
Right, okay.
was told of them, but I never got to see them.
Right.
I'd like to have gotten to see them already. I wouldn't be here now.
We usually have, on the site, like you go online and you could check those plans when you get that notification in the mail. Like those
Yeah.
letter, you could have went online and looked at it, but no big deal, you have it in front of you now.
Yeah, that's good.
So, and I'm sure you're aware of the ADU's rules, right? Like, people can add an ADU, do you understand that? Okay, how many square feet the ADU?
What's this quick?
600?
So this is already here?
600, yeah.
600,
It's under 900.
yeah, but isn't it supposed to be a minimum of 650?
No, that's over 5 units.
Okay.
I thought
When you
guys
have
were
5
adding
units and
11,
over,
right?
the same building.
Is this?
So where's the
Yeah,
3-foot addition? Are they making the
So
second
how
story
does it-
bigger
Where
than
am
the
I? I'm,
garage?
right, so
They
where
go
where are
on
these
top of the
steps?
garage.
Yeah, and if the garage is detached?
Yeah, it's right here.
And
see
so,
it?
so when they go upstairs, they're just gonna cantilever it out 3 feet? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I see it right here. So it
No, let
can't
me,
be-
Yeah, see, it's detached, right?
Right.
And then the second story that he's gonna add is gonna be 3 feet bigger on this side.
No, let's ask him. One, who-
Right there,
sir, all right,
right here.
Maybe once.
all right, guys, excuse me. Hey, excuse, time out. It's kinda illegal to chit chat, so everything has to stay on record. I mean, not we're solving a murder here. Sir, I just told you, you gotta talk only to us, keep it somehow conforming with the laws. So you only talk to us, you have question to us, he'll address to us the answer. The addition, are you increasing the foundation of the garage towards the house 3 feet wider?
no.
Or so you're gonna cantilever it 3 feet?
Yeah,
So you're
it's
gonna
gonna come
take
out a
the
little bit.
existing,
and-
right now, there's an A-frame roof.
Yeah,
You're gonna take that whole roof off. You're gonna run a whole new deck. You're gonna cantilever it 3 feet out towards the house, and then go straight up.
yes.
Maybe the contractor can answer these questions. You gotta come forward, unfortunately, to the phone. I mean, to the
I think I
mic.
got it right,
But let's hear it from the contractor.
Yeah, my name's John Holmes, the previous,
Have a seat, please.
it is gonna get widened.
Okay, the second floor.
Yeah, the first floor, the garage will get widened 3 feet
Okay, towards the house.
towards the house.
first and second floor, or just second floor?
That's the staircase to get up to the second floor, so it'll be a stairway. It will get widened 3 feet.
So that's why you're moving the stairway to the back.
Building inspector wanted a second way out.
It needs 2 egresses, of course. So that's why you're building this addition 3 feet to put the stairs going up, and then second egress in the back.
Yes, sir.
I get you. So that's why you increase it.
Okay. So that's the one that does get
That's the added.
triggered, okay.
All right. And do you have, what else you have a question or a problem with that?
Like the occupancy of the IUD, what is that?
ADU, that's a state thing that the state passes for like shortage in housing. So they allow everybody, as long as you're in a residential area, to add an apartment, which called accessory dwelling unit, not a apartment, that has to be maximum 900 square feet, and it cannot be bigger than half of your house. So if your house is 1,200, can only be 600. If your house is 4,000 square feet, can only be 900, that's it.
But you can apply for a variance with that?
No, ADUs by right. The only right they hear by, for a variance for a FAR, the increasing the floor area ratio, I think that's
So you can make it slightly bigger then? Is that what you're saying?
the floor area ratio. I think what they hear, what's the variance
The
for?
town can allow that, that's what.
One second, please.
So what's going on is Massachusetts passed a rule that all single-family lots were now basically automatically a two-family lot. Anybody with a single-family home, yourself included, could add a second dwelling unit on their property as long as it's not more than 50% of the square feet of the existing dwelling, okay? And it follows all other zoning requirements. So there's a few zoning requirements they don't follow, and that's why they're here. But as far as adding the ADU, that's something that's been added to the entire state of Massachusetts. Governor Healy just basically made every single-family dwelling in Massachusetts two-family capable if they have the place to put it.
It can be attached, correct?
Pardon me?
As an addition, or?
Yes, whatever you want. It can be maximum 900 square feet and maximum half of the
Doesn't have
size
to be
of your
attached.
house. Don't have to be attached, detached, whatever. You could be, as long as you meet setbacks, FAR and coverage. In this case, they don't meet FAR, but minimum. If the board feel it's okay to grant a variance, it will be granted, and same like if you ever apply, if we feel it's okay, we can grant it, we do, but it doesn't mean we granting it, so we'll see what happens with the board.
So does it have to be like a second dwelling?
It is a
They can add
second
that same-
dwelling. It's a second, they could, a family can live in it, they could rent it, whatever you want.
You can live in it yourself? as
You
well?
could live in it yourself and rent your house. So you're thinking now, huh? What you gonna do in your house?
I want to retire here, so
Yeah,
I am thinking.
well, a little bit of income is not gonna hurt. Anything else?
I'm all set,
All right, very well.
Thank you for coming up.
yeah.
Anything else, Counselor, before we close? Anyone else in the public want to speak in favor or against?
I would just note that multiple abutters signed letters in support, and you filed them correctly, didn't?
I did.
John, yeah.
I think there's 14 or 15, there's a
Yeah,
lot
you
of
did a
them.
pretty good job of canvassing the neighborhood.
They definitely support in the neighborhood for this
Make a
project.
motion to close the public portion of this hearing.
All right, do you have a second? Second by Troy, all in favor, say aye to close. Troy? Aye. Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Rich?
Aye.
And myself, aye. So let's go first thing first, Jim, like you did in the other one, let's shoot for the variance first on the FAR. So they need a 2.2 increase on the variance, they are 16.8, and the FAR, there's 20, according to the commissioner. So how's the board feel?
Yeah, I move to grant the variance on the building coverage. Oh,
No,
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 no, sorry,
FAR.
sorry, strike that. I move to grant the variance on the FAR. And it's gonna be to 22, I'm gonna make it up to 23%.
Okay.
I move.
So we have a motion to grant the variance by Jim. Do I have a second? Second. Second by Troy. All in favor, say aye. Troy? Aye. Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
And myself, aye. Patty also add that it meets statutory requirements, MGL 40A, Section 10. Thank you. Also, again, we're gonna go to for the special permit for the building coverage. So we're gonna do three things. So on the building coverage, special permit, increasing the building coverage, it requires a special permit
And we're
from
gonna-
20, they have 23.2%. They want to increase it to 20, no, I'm sorry, they have 22.47, they want to increase it to 23.20, and so it's 20 over there. So what's the
So
motion?
I'm gonna make a motion that we allow them to increase the building coverage up to 24% of the lot area. I know they're only asking for
Yeah,
23.2,
that's a
but
good idea, always a little bit more.
I'm giving them, you know, in case the carpenter doesn't read his ruler right or something.
Right. So we have a motion to grant a special permit for a building coverage to 24% by Jim.
Second.
Second by Rich. All in favor, say aye. Troy? Aye. Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Rich?
Aye.
And myself, I also parried this matter as the finding is not substantially detrimental to the neighborhood. All right, we go back, we go now for the, we did the FAR, we go for the site setback, it's an existing non-conforming. If the board feels it's not substantially detrimental, we act upon it as a
That could be
special
a
permit.
special permit as well,
Right,
instead of a variance. I'd just soon see it go as a special permit.
right, so we have a motion to act on this matter as a special permit on the setback being an existing non-conforming. So we're gonna act upon it as a special permit. Do I have a second on that motion?
Second?
Second by Troy. All in favor, say aye. Troy? Aye. Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Rich?
Aye.
And myself, Nazir, aye. So now it's a special permit on the setback. On the setback, what's the motion on the special permit?
I move to grant a special permit to increase the pre-existing nonconformity
Of the setback.
of the setback in an upward manner.
All right, and I'm gonna add that those, to be built according to plan submitted by Sammy Cassis, and it's drafted on September 26, 2005. That's on the architecture plan. Also on the site plan, drafted by Mr. Anthony Delorco, and it was stamped on April 16, 2025. So you're gonna adhere to these plans, okay? So in that matter, and the findings substantially not detrimental to the neighborhood. Do I have a second on Jim's motion to grant that special permit?
Anybody?
Second by Troy. All in favor, say aye. Troy? Aye. Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
And myself, Nazir, aye. You have it all. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you all.
Uh,
Have a good
members
evening.
of the
Good
board,
luck
thank
with
you,
your
sir.
project, sir.
I'm impressed with your speed tonight.
That's why you appointed me, didn't
Get
you?
that energy
Oh, yeah.
drink just behind.
Well, it's also why we sent her over to keep an eye on you.
You got it, no problem.
Now we know why you're here.
You call it every time.
All right. So that was
Taking a coat off tonight.
No, she knew how quick we were gonna be.
506. All right, the last one, 119 North Water Street, 40-25, Lou Catarius. Did I say it right? Lou Catarius?
Yes, yep.
Catarius, right. And that's a special permit for 119 North Water Street.
What's going on now? Now we have to say no?
Well, we painted ourselves into a corner, I know. I feel bad, but, you
Come on, I
know,
worked hard to get this one in for today.
you worked hard.
I begged Andrew to advertise
Everybody
this.
hear that on the record, Sonia worked hard.
I did, I worked very hard.
She always does.
What the heck is the name on this? I heard you say, oh, Kateris, right? What's that? Kateris.
Catarius, yep.
Katerius, okay. Must be Greek, huh?
Yeah.
I remember watching The Godfather a bunch of times and thinking that it was Lou Cabrazzi, but it was Luca Cabrazzi. It's funny how people pronounce names. The zoning board of appeals will hold a public hearing on December 10, 2025 at 6:30 PM in room 520 of the Wareham Multi-Service Center, 48 Marion Road, Wareham, Mass. 02571, to consider petition number 40-25 for a special permit from the requirements of Article 6, Table 628, and Article 13, Section 1352, and Section 1353, under the Wareham zoning bylaws, to Luke Catarius of 152 Cranberry Highway, Sagamore, Mass. 02561, proposing a 7-foot by 7-foot one-story addition to the rear of the dwelling located at 19 North Water Street, Wareham, Mass. This project appears on Wareham Assessors Map 2, Lot 166A, in the Onset Village 2 zoning district.
All right, so now name and address for the record and tell us what you're doing.
Okay, Luke Catarius, 152 Cranberry Highway, Sagamore, Mass. I'm here with the homeowner, Chris Shea, as well. We're looking to put an addition on the rear of the dwelling. It's an existing non-conforming dwelling, and we're looking to increase that.
Okay. All right, let me just keep reading this quick.
Boy, it was all similar things tonight. Everything was...
Troy, do you have a question on that? Jimmy?
Not yet. I don't have any questions yet, but I'm still looking, trying to
Chris?
think of something.
So in this picture, you're just going up here? Is
No, we're bringing it all the way over.
7
So we're
feet.
basically where the outdoor shower is.
Oh,
We're-
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna extend the dwelling all the way to the end of the building, yeah.
How many square feet you add in?
49.
I know, the whole lot's small.
49 square feet.
What do you think, Chris?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Richard?
I'm good with it.
All right, so basically, it's all existing non-conforming, and again, if the board feel, on the FAR, building coverage as well as setback, everything's existing non-conforming, and they're increasing it, but minimal. So that's the whole idea. Anyone in the public want to speak in favor of this matter? Anyone against? Okay. You're not, do you want to add anything, Luke, anything before we continue?
It's pretty simple.
Let's make a motion to close.
So moved. I make a motion to close the public portion of this hearing.
I have a second? Second by Troy. All in favor, say aye. Troy? Aye. Jimmy?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Myself, Nazir, aye. It's closed. All right, now, we're gonna go on setbacks and FAR. We'll do one, if the board feel not so detrimental, we'll give a waiver on the 1352 to act upon it as a special permit.
I think we should do that right now.
1353.
I don't find it detrimental to the neighborhood. I don't hear anybody from the neighborhood complaining. Therefore, I make a motion that we treat this as a special permit.
Okay.
Second.
Second by Rich. All in favor, say aye. Troy? Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Rich?
Aye.
And myself, Nazir, aye. Special permit.
So I make a motion that we grant a special permit for the setback encroachment and the increased floor area ratio.
Okay, and is to be built, I mean, first, the findings not substantially detrimental to the neighborhood and to be built according to plans stamped by engineer Peter Hoyt on 9/30/2025. So you gotta stick to those plans. If you go off, the commission are gonna have to stop you and send you here, so stick with the plans.
Okay.
So these are the findings and the condition, as well as the standard condition. Do I have a second on that motion?
Second.
Second by Troy. All in favor, say aye. Troy?
Aye.
Jimmy?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
And myself, Nazir, aye. It carries. You good?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sitting through the whole evening to get to that, but
Appreciate it.
it was worth it. Look at all the space you're gaining, 48 feet.
Merry Christmas.
Ma'am, you here for something?
She's a reporter. That's, she was over there interviewing Donald Trump, and he insulted her, so she came here instead. Said he gets treated better here.
Something like that.
I think the fact that he would be in Wareham would be a bigger story, probably.
What would be the,
I would like to see the paper to be not so one-sided. I'd like you to print both sides of everything, especially if there's letters sent in. I believe that it's the right of the public to have their letters put in that paper, and you people aren't doing it. And I don't really find it very good that you're putting a paper in this town and you're all one-sided your way. I would appreciate, I don't really care. I think you all need to cover it. It's disgusting. It really is. There's things in this town that need to be written in there, and you guys aren't doing it. It's shameful. It really is. You too much too-goody stuff. There's problems in this town that need to be addressed, that should be written in that paper. So you tell your boss that there's a complaint from me that you're definitely not putting in what you should be putting in. There's been letters
Yes.
written.
Would you like an update about our 10% on the subsidized housing inventory?
I think I saw an email.
Ma'am, to stick up for you a little bit, that unfortunately, if you want to deal with the press, you have to hear the good and bad. It's simple.
Used to it, I'm sure.
But Mr. Sample makes sense. You have to expose. All right, yes.
Well said.
We didn't call her Piggy.
Come on. She's a nice girl.
I said we didn't.
Yes, Josh.
All right, so I'm sharing two images on the screen here, Mr. Chair. The map you're looking at here is a color-coded diagram of housing inventories that exceed or don't exceed 10% in the state of Massachusetts. The tan areas on the map there, they're below 5%. The darker of the blues are somewhere between 5 and 9.99%. You'll see that Wareham is in that shade. And then the light blue and the greens are somewhere over 10, either 10 to 14.9 and then 15 or over. On the Excel sheet you have to the right of that, you can see that Wareham is almost in the middle there. The 310 is an ID number given by the state. It means absolutely nothing. The 10,806 is the number of housing units as of 2020 in the town of Wareham. The 1,054 is the number of constructed SHI units. And then the 972 is, sorry.
You done with this?
Anyway, the 9% that you see there is the determination by the executive office of where Wareham stands as of September 30th of this year. Just to expand on that a little bit, I know the conversation of safe harbor has been on everyone's mind lately. So as you've mentioned previously, there's 3 types of safe harbor that the town can apply for. One of them would be the statutory minimum of 10%. There's a second one that we hold land values of 1.5% in town that are built to be affordable. So that's actually the number of acres that are built attributed to.
And what is there a percentage you have to get to? Or?
So the land mass is 1.5% of the town.
If 1.5% of the town is affordable,
you
can apply for a safe harbor.
Right. So you don't need to meet the 10% of units if you have the land mass.
That's a long shot, though. Your town has to be wicked small.
So actually, where you actually see a lot of towns that do meet that one, it's the Walthams, the Braintrees, Belmont, Newton, because they're using little larger lots to get their subsidized units onto. But you're right, it's very rare to be in that 1.5% of land, especially when Wareham has so many cranberry bogs. They throw our number way out.
Can you make that bigger on the screen so that can you increase your screen and get bigger?
You want to see the map bigger?
I want to see the map, personally. I just was curious to see how that, what's the yellow? Those.
Yellow are towns that are under 5%.
Under 5. I found it interesting. I know where.
You send this to all of us?
Yeah, I sent you the link to the page. This is just the state page that shows, these Cape towns, they're in a similar scenario to us. A lot of them don't meet SHI except for Falmouth. Falmouth has in their bylaw that whenever you're building any type of units, you always have to have 10% included in the construction.
Is that right? Any project?
Right, whether it's
10%.
40B or not.
You have to have 10% what?
Affordable.
Affordable.
Any multi.
Yeah, So that way they've always got their 10%
So
coverage.
once they got to 10, they want to maintain, I got you,
Right,
okay.
right.
Okay.
So the third way to meet the statutory requirement of safe harbor is based off your housing production plan. The housing production plan, if you meet 0.5% of your housing production plan in a given year, you're eligible for 1 year of safe harbor. If you meet 1% of your housing production plan, you're eligible for 2 years of safe harbor. So with the numbers coming out that I showed you, that 9% as of September 30th, the determination by the executive office is we're not in safe harbor. You've had an application come before you. I won't get into that, but they could be considered a good application due to that fact. And then when we are thinking about safe harbor and where we might land today, you've approved 2 major projects that have added a number of units. One of them being the extension of Cranberry Manor, which was, I believe, 40 units. And then the building of Rose Brook, which is 180 units. So it's very likely to believe that we are over 10%, except that determination has to come from the Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities, which I have submitted a letter to, and I've requested safe harbor under 2 criteria. The one that we've met the 10%, and number 2, the fact that we have met 1% of our housing production plan, so we should be eligible for safe harbor for 2 years.
So how can we do something about all our, I know that's always been talked, but I don't really think I've ever got a definite answer. Why doesn't all the trailer, mobile homes, or whatever you want to call them, manufactured home parks count?
Because they're not considered real estate, they're considered real property.
Really?
And they make them, and they, and they keep the axle and the tow bar on most of them for that reason. If they were taken off, if the axles were taken out from under them, and the tow bar was taken off from the front, they'd have to be put onto a foundation, just like any other, any other construction, but because they're not on, they're on piers, they're on a slab now, which is better than what they used to be.
Yeah.
Just a cement block on sand, but,
Well, they got tie downs and everything
but,
that have to go with them too.
the way,
No, that's good.
Yeah,
I'm
the-
just,
And people have been trying to do what you're saying for 50 years,
I
as
know.
long as
Well,
I
that's-
remember.
That's, I wanted to get the real, I've heard way too many different ones, but now that
Yeah.
I know that if they're, as long
I
as they
have,
keep
um,
the axle underneath them, then they're considered a mobile,
Yeah.
not a structure.
And Rich, even though they may be affordable rent-wise, they're not restricted as affordable most of the time. And that's another key piece of this. The units actually have to be restricted as affordable. So while they may be affordable.
That's just
and-
words.
Well,
it's the wild,
It's
wild west, they can
important.
charge
Yeah.
anything they want.
Yeah, well, they got, it's a little
Right.
ridiculous.
And if you restrict it, and somebody could just put the wheels and drive it away, so it's not a piece of real estate.
Nope, I
There's
gotcha.
nothing to be.
I got you.
So my solution is one that everybody goes, but my solution is you relocate all those mobile homes and you build an 8 or a 9-story building, and then you relocate the people into,
I tried that in 2002. They
Yeah.
thought I was crazy.
went over like a lead balloon.
Seriously. I
Oh,
tried to approach the town to do this myself. They
Wow.
thought I was a nut.
that's amazing.
You tried.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, there's a couple of places right now that there's, on Cranberry Highway, there's opportunities. There's opportunities to take existing property and develop it, and then right next door, you'd move all those people into the development, and then you've got, and build a second one. You could, I mean, it could happen so easily. Just, I guess when Nazi tried it, the people who could say yay or nay, their mindset was nay.
Yeah, probably.
You know, we need, it'd be worth, I think it would be worth approaching again, but
It needs it needs a combination of private sector and government and town and state. It needs
Yeah.
a lot of efforts. It's a very expensive project.
it's easier to say,
it could be
easier said
done.
than done.
But it can be done, but
Absolutely.
you need somebody with ambitious to follow up through it and know what they're doing. But it could be done easily if everybody on board, it's not simple, but it's simple.
But I suppose if I owned one and I was charging all the little rent and the fees, I probably wouldn't want that either.
Right,
I
but,
think it's a,
No, actually, I think the people that own the parks would probably go for it.
really?
yeah, if you give them the number, that's what, it's
It's
expensive.
all the numbers, it's all the numbers.
If you give them the numbers, and it's a 10 to 20-year project, because you gotta wait when somebody dies, God forbid, or move away. You cannot inherit a trailer, or they move to a family, and you start moving them one by one, then you cannot evict somebody from trailer park. But if you find another trailer park for them to move, you can. So the state law says if you in Garden East, I move you to Garden West, you cannot say no. So you could start consolidating these parks. Like I said, it's a 10 to 20-year project. You start consolidate them, and everybody vacant, you put, the new one becomes a unit, or the developer, you say, for every vacant trailer, I give you the town say, I'll give you permit for 2 units. So that's how he offsets his cost. And you could start doing, and the state could jump in with some initial money for people, down payment, because those trailers could go $200,000-$300,000.
Oh.
So the state could come, they have this housing seminar. If you're a first-time buyer, they give you $10,000 if you attend, how you save on heat, electric, or manage your house. There's other programs now that they help you with $250,000 if you buy a unit. So there's all kinds of programs and stuff, but it's somebody got to put the package together. It can be done. It's a long project. It's a long project, but it can be done easily. It is hard, but it's easy at the same time. Like if you know how to put the puzzle.
It's easy, but it's tedious, so.
Yeah, but
Well, thank you for the education and the information. I appreciate it.
So Josh, with what you said there, we applied, you sent an application in to get certified for what, 10%?
Two of the criteria, 10%, because I think we're somewhere closer to 11, actually.
So now they have to approve?
Yeah, they'll review the letter that I put forward. I included the numbers that they gave us originally. I included the number of units that we've approved. I included the decisions that we approved. So they'll go through, they'll review it, and they'll send us a reply.
And so any 40B units that come to us before they give us our approval, we have to consider?
Yes.
That's accurate.
Until you're in safe harbor.
Well, you have that, the letter.
I just wanted to clear that.
And there's another part of Safe Harbor too that says when we as the town receive an application for 40B, and let's say we've been approved in Safe Harbor, we have, I think it's 15 days to tell the applicant that we are in Safe Harbor and that we are going to enact Safe Harbor. And then we have to send that letter to the state as well, where they confirm it again. And then you guys would have the right to make I'll call it a denial on the project. But you could really approve it and make it less feasible as well.
Then you can deny a project and not be overruled, basically.
Right.
But even if you're in safe harbor,
We still have to notify the applicant that we believe we're in Safe Harbor, and then we have to notify the executive office that we have an application in front of us. We've notified them that we're in Safe Harbor. Will you confirm that we're in Safe Harbor?
What's the 1% you said?
1.5, if we, so if we have a housing production plan, there are 2 time scenarios that you can apply for Safe Harbor under the housing production plan. If we have met 0.5% of the housing production plan in a given year.
So we have 10,000. If we have 500 houses a year, if we build
No, the housing production plan just says that we plan on building a certain number of affordable housing, which is even less. So if we meet the 0.5%, we can apply for 1 year of Safe Harbor. If we meet 1% of our housing production plan, we can apply for 2 years of Safe Harbor, which I've done both. I've applied for the 2 years of Safe Harbor under the 1% of the housing production plan, and I've applied for, I'll call it a global Safe Harbor under the 10%.
under the 0.5%.
under the 10% of units of the entire town.
We will be at 10.
Yeah, correct.
Well, let's all hope the rent control doesn't go on the ballot.
So
That would be a big problem.
what we have that's not construction is Rosebrook.
You have approved not constructed. Rosebrook is 180 units.
Yep.
And then the other one is Cranberry Manor.
What's Cranberry
Cranberry Manor is,
Courthouse.
is on 50, yeah, by the courthouse. It's on the
55 and all.
Senior, yeah.
This was the application where the elderly gentleman came in. He had major concerns about the drainage onto his property.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yep.
the South Shore Housing.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, yeah, 40 units in the back.
That wasn't clicking for me, yeah, okay. So how many units was that?
I think it was 40.
40 plus 180, so we're 220 total is,
Is the
What's
cove on record, the one on head of the bay? The
Woodland Cove?
150 unit, yeah, is it on record?
There were units in that did not count towards RSHI. When Ken was here, he did apply for Safe Harbor with Woodland Cove included, and the state determined that there were some units that weren't qualifying.
because they've got
But-
market, and
I'd have to relook at the letter that was
they
sent.
weren't all,
Yeah, but there were, Woodland Cove met some, didn't meet some.
Sounds like the state can pick and choose what it wants to do, so.
Of course.
They got a bullseye on Wareham.
Well,
They
that's
wanna
what-
just keep thronging it, just
Any-
keep
any
doing it,
town.
just kill the
well,
town.
one of the most valuable
Any
things we
town.
heard tonight was the Falmouth trick.
Well, I
That
don't
any
see-
new project has to be 10%.
So you always,
Once you get to Safe Harbor, you just make you make a local law that, okay, anything.
It only really works for you if you see a lot of construction of 10 units or more.
Yeah,
And we don't really see much of that. We don't really see much of 10-plus units.
yeah, but it could
But
happen.
it could happen, you're right. And especially if you have a project that's,
yeah, nobody's been building big projects.
yeah,
The biggest one that I did on Main Street, 8 units, that's it.
yeah.
Nobody, I mean, it's not, to
And
be
you may
honest with you,
see-
it's not lucrative
You may see
anymore.
less with the ADU law. You know, if I can go in and build a unit for 200 grand on someone's property, why do I want to?
There still seems to be pressure, there still seems to be demand for housing. So,
If there's no more questions, that's all I have.
But anyway, for everybody who's listening,
Thank you for your
rent
homework, Josh.
control might come to the ballot this year, so just be aware. I know,
Signatures, it should,
huh?
it's before the legislature now, isn't it? They have the signatures. Oh, I'm sorry.
Right, so they're looking for like 12,800 signatures to put on the ballot, but they're gonna get it.
They got it.
They got it, so it's gonna go on the ballot, but be aware if everybody thinks you keeping the rent cheap, which is, I understand, like, you control the rent of certain units. The problem is the big projects like the Woodlands Cove and Rosebrook, all these projects' value would drop in half. The only trick they don't tell you, the legislative in the state, when the value drops in half, who's gonna pick up the tab to make up the difference in taxes? It's the homeowner, you and me and everybody. Well, all of us have a niece or a nephew or a son, daughter, yeah, we want rent control, but everybody gonna end up paying, with homeowners gonna end up paying for it.
it's a slippery slope. It's a
Yeah, so
tightrope.
it was legal in Massachusetts, they made it illegal in 92, and that first year they made it illegal in 92, Cambridge alone, the value of the property went up $1.7 billion in 92. So, and that's why back in the day, you see a lot of dilapidated building because the rent control, the landlord wouldn't spend money to fix them. So just, once you see it, I recommend that you vote against it. But that's,
Well, the
that's
best way to control something, and I still believe in capitalism, as flawed as it is.
I vote to adjourn this meeting.
Well, I second it.
second by Jim. All in favor, say aye. Troy? Jim?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Rich?
Aye.
Myself, aye. Nazi. Thank you. It's adjourned.